Mathematics Entertainment Truth History.
Okay, so Cameron did an interview in March 2020 giving hints of a Paid in Full Part 2, but it wasn't solidified yet. Dame Dash solidified it. Paid in Full is being filmed right now as we speak, directed by Dame Dash. It's not going to be shot in Harlem, but it'll be shot in Newark, New Jersey. Now it's going to have perspective by the likes of people like Don Diva's own Kevin Childs. Kevin Childs is going to be given what he saw through his eyes. And also the Lynch Mob's own Lou Sims. He's going to give y'all a rundown of what he's seen through his eyes. It's also going to have a perspective by the likes of the youth that was around. And also a lot of the goons that didn't have nothing to do with nothing but was there, they're going to give a rundown too. So it's actually being filmed right now as we speak. We're going to get into that.
Yeah, we in the meth lab. We in the meth lab. Got your host, Big Twin. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to everybody who likes, comments, and shares. All right, in today's news, we're going to talk about Paid in Full Part 2. Now, Dame Dash said he's going to base the story on paying the connect back. How they going to pay the connect back. You know, remember when AZ got the work and all that and wasn't able to pay it back? So part of the storyline is going to be based on trying to pay that connect back. But there's a lot of parts. There's a lot of the story that was left out of the original movie. Like, I'm going to tell you things that I would like to see in the movie. I would like to see more Fritz, because Fritz played like a big part in the movie. You know, he kind of helped out. You know what I'm saying? He helped out Rich. So I want to see a little bit more Fritz. I also want to see more of how the case went down, right? I want them to show more of how the case went down and how Henry Bolden and Ronald Timmons, how they got snatched, and, you know, more of their story, you know, more, you know, what happened with them, and, you know, more of their story. And I also would like to see more of this guy, the crew, the Preacher crew. I want to see, you know, because the Preacher crew was tied into it too. So I want to see more of the Preacher crew. And I want the movie to display more how them brothers was moving back in them times with Cuff, John Cuff, and them dudes, you know, because they played a part in the movie too. They played a big part of the story too. So, you know, there was a lot that was left out. Now, the first Paid in Full, it was a little bit rushed. They kind of rushed through it. You know, they kind of just gave you the main points of the story. But there was a lot of little details in there too about Alpo and all that they left out. Now, Dame Dash said that these brothers that's going to actually give their perspective, they're going to add in those little parts. And hopefully, you know, it's the parts that we all want to see. Because a lot of us, you know, we all know the stories. We done seen like 1,000 different videos and all that on the story. But we want to actually see. We want to actually see on the movie these parts, these little stories get played into the movie. You understand? Now, salute to Dame Dash and all that for making a part 2. I believe that this part 2 is going to do well because everybody was locked into part 1. You know, we all seen part 1. We think it was a great movie, but the one criticism that we have about the movie is that it should have been more parts in it. It should have been in more detail. You know what I'm saying? We want to see stuff like, you know, what AZ did after this, how AZ transitioned into, you know, into another life of the life of not being in the game no more. These are the things we want to see. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Darnell. We want to see, you know, what happened with the sister, you know, where, you know, how she continued her life after that, after the misfortune happened. These are things that we all want to see. So hopefully they show this in the new movie to come. You know what I'm saying? Dame Dash said part of the reason what gave him the final clarity and put the final nail in the coffin is Alpo's death. Now, Alpo's death, he said, you know, he was brainstorming a lot to try to put this movie together. But he said once Alpo passed, that was the final nail in the coffin to help him, you know, get to the next level in the movie. You know, but Dame Dash was actually there too for all of this. You know, Dame Dash explains how he had $10,000 in it because he was under these dudes. So he lost $10,000, you know, in this, you know, in the whole ordeal of when, you know, when they had to pay the connect back and they, you know, Dame Dash was basically one of the workers and all that. This is coming from his own mouth. I don't come up with these things. These are things that I've actually heard from the horse's mouth. So I'm speaking from that perspective. So basically, Dame Dash is, he's going to incorporate himself in the movie. Y'all let me know in the comment section how y'all feel about all of this. Anything I left out, let me know. Let me know what y'all would like to see and all that. I'm pretty sure, a lot of these people, they watch these videos, they watch these YouTube videos and all that. So in the comment section, let me know. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all would like to see and all that. Let them read that. Let them read that. Because they be watching these videos, you better believe that. This is the M.E.T.H Lab and all that. Salute to everybody who support. You already know. I'll catch y'all on the next one.
Mathematics entertainment, truth history.